Hi, I'm Wendy Terrien, and this is Groovey.TV, and if you're watching, you must be groovy too.
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with mega author Wendy Terrien. We are at Breckenridge Brewery in Littleton, Colorado. How the heck are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I know that the skies parted for us. It's incredible.
Worried. Yeah, it was because pouring rain about, an hour and a half ago. I thought, oh, that's going to be hard to do outside.
As long as it's not hailing like the other week.
Yeah. Some of those windows.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh, I've seen hail, but not like that. That was crazy.
Literally baseball sized. Yeah. It was insane. So anyway, besides giant attacks from hailstorms, you're going to be at Comic-Con. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff. You have new material. Let's get started with the anthologies. Let's talk about these.
Yeah. So I'm with a few other authors. We put these anthologies together. We're called Wicked Ink Books. This one came out last year, and it won a couple of awards for the cover and for the anthology, and it also was a finalist in the Next Generation Indie Awards.
Jeez.
And then this
overachiever.
I know, aren't we? And then this one just came out this fall. They're science fiction and fantasy stories, short stories.
Is there like any thread between them or anything?
Well, actually, not between the two, but this one the theme is time. So everyone just did whatever that was inspired by a time story. Right. This one I love that we did. Each of the stories in here are inspired by a song. So each author picked a song they loved, or where the lyrics confused them, or or whatever they wanted to do there, and wrote a short story based on a particular song. So those are all listed in the back, so everyone knows. And then we each wrote a note about why we picked that song and what we were thinking. So it's fun. It's a fun one.
That is super cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was excited to do it. It was my idea. Can I just plug that? Yeah.
It was her idea.
Yeah, totally my idea. So, yeah.
Awesome. And are there going to be more of these?
That's the plan. They are something that, it takes a lot of villages to get these done.
Sure, yeah.
So we might, right now we're saying we're going to delay. We might delay it a little bit and not do it as, we've been doing it every spring. We might push it to fall next year. We might push it another year. We're just talking about that right now because we all have so many other projects going on, too. I know,
it seems like the whole crew is super busy.
Yeah, everyone's putting out series and starting new series and doing blogs and newsletters, and then they have like their quote-unquote real jobs. So, so yeah, there's a lot going on with all that.
That is so awesome. I love interviewing your whole crew because it's amazing what you guys do. Now, okay, what's the scoop on this?
So this is The Rampart Guards. This is my debut novel. It came out last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's done really well. It got a Kirkus review, which is a big old deal, I learned. So that was like, ah! And then it's a finalist in the Forward Indies. We'll find out in June. It also was a finalist for the Next Generation Indie Awards. It was picked as Book of the Year for 2016 by Kirkus. So it's gone like
You realize how huge that is?
I know. It's just I was just like, every time I'd get an email about something, I would be on the floor because I couldn't believe it. It's been so much fun. So the next two come.
We're not worthy, Dino. We gotta go.
Yes, you are. But the next two, I'm doing something a little different, and the next two come out in August together, and they're on the same timeline, but they're two different complete stories. So Jason is the main character in this book, and he meets Sadie in this book, who becomes his best pal. And I love her so much, and she's a strong character. I didn't want to lose track of her, but Jason, in his book, leaves Salton, which is the town where they live. Sadie doesn't go with him, so I didn't want to leave her behind. So she's getting her own story, and it's more of an origin story like Rampart Guards is. Nice. And he's getting his next big adventure, which takes place.
So tell me about the world building and what the world looks like and how.
So it is our world. It's urban fantasy, but the premise is that creatures like Bigfoot, skyfish, Mongolian deathworm, kappa, ahul, they all exist. And there's a shield that hides them from us and also protects the humans from them because their bodies emit so much electrical energy that if you get too close, not all of them, but some humans would be incinerated. So that's what the Rampart is.
That's awesome.
I sort of spoiled it, but not too much. Yeah, so I saw a TV show. I was actually watching Bones.
Okay.
And they had the murderer of the week look like they'd been killed by a chupacabra, and I didn't know what that was when I was like, oh, what? And then they said, we need to consult a cryptozoologist. And I said, oh, what? So I started researching that, discovered that all these creatures exist. You can go on the internet. Every creature I put in my book exists. at least on the internet, and people though have said they have seen them.
Right.
There's video. Some of them go way back to drawings on cave walls, like the skyfish that are in here. So I started to think, well, what if they really? How could that work? How could they really live here? Because you see all these pictures that are, and some are proven fake, but not all have been. So I started thinking about that, and that's where that whole story came.
That's super cool.
Thanks.
Ever seen a mantis wasp?
I have in pictures.
It's frightening.
Yeah, there's some crazy things that actually do have proven existence. Yeah.
I think I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that giant chicken video that's going around.
Oh,
What is that?
it is a giant chicken.
Dino, is that a giant chicken?
It's a big mofo chicken.
I thought it had to be fake, but those are real. Yeah, those are real things.
Called like buffalo chicken or something?
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
They're frightening. All right, so Denver Comic Con, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff there. Tell me about it.
So I'm going to be with the Rocky Mountain fiction writers, independent published authors, be at their table. So we'll be having various times we're there and come and going because we also all have panels to do. So we'll be busy with that. So I'm doing a couple panels, one on fantasy world building and another on crazy people in books. So it's called I'm Not Crazy, You're Crazy, which I think is just the best title.
I love it.
We live that, right?
Well, I know I live it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we'll be doing that and just ranging all the bookstore stuff and the how am I going to get all my stuff in there? You know, all those things you do to get ready.
So you're going to be there for the whole con?
Whole con. Because every minute that I'm not busy doing something else, I'm going to be conning, you know?
So tell me your favorite parts of the con other than tabling and speaking.
The costumes, the people and the costumes amaze me even when I see it just on TV, you know, and then I go and I think the first year I went, I was mentally exhausted by the end of the first day because there was so much to see, and that wasn't panels or anything. That was just all the people walking around and how they were dressed and the amazing things they did to put their costumes together and the creativity. It's unbelievable.
It's insane.
It is. Yeah. And I'm not.
They're not crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm not. I wish I was like, okay, I'm going to build myself a giant thing where I'm actually going to be up here. And there's some super huge, tall. I don't know how they even work them.
Yeah, there was that one giant, whatever it was. It was like a centaur type guy. He was in armor and his head was like this big and stuff.
Yeah. It's
nuts.
It is. It's crazy. In a good way. In a really good way.
You know how I just cheat?
How?
I put on a white suit and say I'm Kingpin, and that's it.
Oh. There you go. Oh, it works.
People spend like a year building their Master Chiefs and stuff. I just wear a white suit.
You know, you have to get points for the efficiency and the low cost probably, because you can just reuse it.
Exactly.
Yeah. If it gets like spill wine on it, you can just say there was an injury.
Spider-Man, it's your fault.
It's a blood stain. Yeah.
Okay, so after the con, what is next for you?
So that's going to be all of the stuff around the book launch. So putting together a couple events in town to kick it off and working on the dates for that right now. And
got a location yet?
Probably Book Bar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but not sure yet. But yeah, we did the launch of this last year there, and they were amazing. So they did a great job for us, and I'd like to keep that going there. So
you have to take care of your friends.
It's a bookstore and a bar. I mean,
it's right in the name.
It is. It's a really good branding. Yeah.
It's like a place that says tires and video. Okay.
Like Batteries Plus. See, that doesn't tell me anything other than batteries.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And they apparently do other things, I've heard. I don't know.
Seriously? Like you get a muffler there or something?
Phone repairs.
Shouldn't it be
Like the
Batteries
glass?
Plus phone repair?
Yeah. See? We should be marketing for them.
All right, that's our next job. Thank you so much for your time. Cheers. I am here with Wendy Terrien, mega author of all this cool stuff. Going to be at Comic-Con, Denver Comic-Con. We're at Breckenridge Brewery. Bye.
Bye.
Zoom in on this too. Oh.